Yo guys, welcome back to a new video, and today we're gonna be doing some more Lost Media since I like my Lethal Ape one. So today we're gonna be doing Big Scary, guys. Yeah! So yeah guys, I hope you liked my new mic, and let's get into the video. First we have this leak picture about level 11, and the baby was originally not going to be in the vent, but was actually going to be in the hallways, which was going to be way more scarier. Next is this weird leak of what PvP looked like. And next we have this unreleased rock monster which was going to be in Voxel Horror, which would explode. This is the first ever version that was released of Big Scary, and it had this weird player model, and it used to be called It's Time, which is really cursed and weird. Next we have the average monkey bot, which I don't really have anything to say about. Next is when you would be killed by the average monkey next bot, you would be teleported to this jail bot. It didn't really make sense because since you were banned, you were still able to play the game. So it was kind of confusing, but Shrek removed it eventually. Next is the most favorite best Lost Media for Big Scary is the OG level 6, which has been deleted. But he still was in the game a long time ago, but then eventually just got deleted. Next, in the beta level 33, the monster is originally going to be an IKEA worker because the level was going to be based off of 3008 from SCP Foundation. Next is the OG level 3, which used to be the backrooms, and the monster used to be the bacteria for some reason, which was horrifying. But Shrek removed it because it was really buggy, and also he said for some reason it was so terrifying, so he just removed it, which is insane. But it's basically been added back to the game. Next is the April Fools level, which is genuinely my favorite level out of all of the 36 levels and game modes. Next, in level 30, there was originally going to be a mummy, which would have been way more cooler than what he had, but it unfortunately got removed. And I think they also removed it due to it not being able to kill you in the beta versions, which is pretty sad. Warning. This section has took me hours to find these, so I'm just telling you guys. First, in the OG versions of the game, the laptops and the computers and also the boards actually used to be much more like a lighter tinted green instead of the dark green that we have now. These were the first hats that were ever actually made in Big Scary, being like a really early version of the game. Next basically the forest, and also basically like the upper area of lobby what never existed and only came out during the Backrooms update, which is insane, which is like a couple months later during Halloween. Next, the moon actually never had textures, which was a bit weird for some reason. I think it was a glitch. In one of the boards in the early versions, for some reason it said Ooga Booga Big Ban Ooga Banana for some reason. Next, for the OG credits room, or basically admins and owners room, used to look like this, where it used to be level 1, and there would be ragdolls everywhere of everyone, like 8-Bit Duck. But the thing was that it was kind of inefficient because you could not hear everyone's separate voices and also their names, but the new one is way better. Next, inside of the credits room, inside of the level, there would be a rat that would represent Mark, and it would go up to people, them, and it would teleport them back to a safe zone. Next, the shop never actually existed, and it was just a claw machine, and that's where you would get your hats. Next, this one took really hard to find, but level 2 or level 5 actually used to be a sewer system, which is gonna be a parkour just like level 6, but got removed for an unknown reason, and then the idea got replaced as level 18 eventually. Inside of the early versions of level 15, the clown monsters shirts or whatever actually used to blend in with the floor, but they decided to remove that because it would be kind of confusing because it would blend in. For the first version of level 15, it used to be a cave system, and they would be rising, and there would be sewer water inside, which would be really cool. But I like the one that we have today. Here's a photo on how the level entrance would look like. Instead of the early versions of the game, in level 2 there used to be a TV where if you pressed the big red and obvious button, it would play an AI voice recording of Barack Obama, which would the AI voice would start talking about Big Scary. In level 2, the buttons were usually going to be bigger than you for some reason. Before level 5 and 6 existed, in level 4, if you went down the yellow slide, you thought that you were going to be good, but you would just be dropped into an infinite void forever. In level 3, the original monster was going to be a mimic, which would be way more scary, but they replaced it with a rat, which is right now. But the idea was later used for level 6 and also level 22. Here's the first ever version on how PvP looked like, and it used to be more darker for some reason. Next you have the Floppa, which I'm pretty sure every single person who Big Scary has heard about. In level 33, inside of the beta version, this is how the monster originally looked like, and it had a much more Funko Pop looking head. Lastly, in level 31, as a placeholder, the monster used to be the level 30 Demogorgon monster. Well, guys, that's it for the video. It's been a really long not really long, it's been like 6 minutes. But for me, it took a long time to make this, but thank you for watching, and yeah, bye. Wait, one message. Okay, but actually now, goodbye. See you in the next video.